what it is? What's up, y'all? It's 2 o'clock p.m. Monday, April 13th, in sunny South Florida. And I just want to talk about a little more things if I got time left. I just want to say how, you know, the rabbit hole goes deep. You know what I'm saying? It's a deep. It goes deep. You know, this is, I'm gonna give you my little theory on how this stuff goes. I'm gonna give you my little theory on how stuff goes. And I'm just gonna use, my life experiences with, the word and things like that with the Bible and stuff. And so it's like back in 2012, my spirit was activated. And what happened was, my mom, she gave me this. It was called The Book, which is, it's a Barnes and Noble, little Jehovah's Witness Bible type thing, but it's somewhat of a Bible. And in the beginning of this book, it had, subtitles. It had, love. It was saying what love is. It had hate, show what hate is. It had peace, show what peace is, and stuff like that. And so when I read love, and I seen what love is, I was like, damn, like, I want that. Like, I want love. Like, I don't know what love is. Like, I never experienced love before. You know what I'm saying? Because, I mean, when people say love you, it's a different kind of thing, man. Like, people may care for you, but loving somebody is a totally different thing. Loving is somebody is unconditional. Meaning that through thick or thin, you dealt with them regardless. That's love. That's like unconditional love. That's love. You know what I'm saying? Caring for somebody is, oh, I know that person, he all right, let me just do this. Even though that's still good too. But love is more so of a deeper, everlasting thing. And people just get these two things mixed up. And they consider they're caring and loving. When I mean, somebody can care about you just to get you in a position to, make you do what they want you to do. You know what I'm saying? Which is, that would be somewhat witchcraft. That would be manipulating somebody, But other than that, though, I mean, yeah. And, the Spirit fell upon me. When the Spirit fell upon me, like, just like it says in Daniel, it says somewhere in Daniel how, it will be many whose robes will be cleansed, will be clean, and stuff like that, or whatever. That's what happened to me. That's exactly what happened to me. And when the Spirit fell upon me, it's like it gently just fell on me, bro, and literally on everything I love, bro. And I felt like a sheet of golden armor over me. It was like I had like an overlay of myself over me. Like I felt golden, like I felt like I had golden armor over me, and I felt just, clean, sheet of golden armor over me. And literally after that, 2 days in a row, I had dreams I never had before. And sad but true, one of the dreams already came to pass. And for years I was wondering, I'm like, like, oh, it just had me, the dream had, it came to pass, bro. But more also happened too that I didn't know, but it came to pass. And like, it's just the messed up part about it all is I was in 11th grade when that happened, when the Spirit fell upon me. And it was just at a bad time because it's like, just my personal opinion, it was at a bad time because I didn't even get a chance to really step into life and, get myself together. I was in high school. So it was like, when that happened, it's like everything seemed different. I seen the whole world different, like everything. And I used to always ask myself, I'm like, why is it that, everybody just go against what the words say? Why is it that everybody just go against what the Bible say? You know what I'm saying? Everybody just do what the fuck they want. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand, like, why people just don't give a damn. I mean, even the people that's in, I notice even the religious people, you know, that 7-Day Adventists and all that stuff, you know, they listen to rap music all the time. They always, you know, into the world. And I'm like, how you claim you know God, but you do all these things? You know what I'm saying? But, you know, a person can look at my life or hear stories about me and say the same thing about me. But, you know, little do people know it's deep. It's very deep. And, you know, of course, people just going to go uh, with, you know, what they see on the outside and, you know, rumors and stuff like that. But when it's explained to you and I tell you piece by piece, you'll be like, oh, okay, well, damn. But, yeah, so, um, and, you know, I've been, like I said, you know, I've been playing sports my whole life. I've been playing sports my whole entire life. And it was like, but at the same time, I had this calling on my life where, you know, I wanted to speak and I needed to speak. And let me show you how the devil got me, right? And so I'm thinking like, okay, well, if I'm reading the Bible and I want to speak and I want to do all these things for the Most High, I must be a Christian. You know, I need to go to church. So, you know, time go by, and this is fast forward. This is out of high school. So time go by. I'm finding out new things. I'm finding out about the RFID chip. I'm finding out about, you know, New World Order, all this other shit I'm finding out about. And one day I went to go to the gym, like, you know, like a few miles from my house. And I met this childhood friend of mine, you know, that live in the same neighborhood that I live in, but I don't, you know, I don't see him. So, and remind you, at this time, when I'm with this dude, I'm seeing helicopters following me, you know, literally hovering over me, putting a spotlight on me and shit. And I'm like, I'm not understanding what the fuck going on. Even then, when I was on with one of my baby mamas, like, we was walking through the mall in this another city, and it was this drone that was following me. And this drone, it was like a different type of drone. It was a cloaking drone, like it cloaked, like it was a cloaking drone, like it flashed colors, and then it went to like a clear cloaking thing to where you couldn't see it, and it was just following me and like recording me and a whole bunch of shit, bro. And so I'm sitting there telling my baby mama about it, and she, you know, playing it off me to seem like I'm stupid and shit, and just a lot of militant type shit I've been seeing through my time, man. I even personally seen a flying like saucer, bro. I literally seen it on my own two eyes, like literally spinning with lights on the bottom, and it was hovering over I-95, like just going like that. But it was in the sky, but it was real dark, and it was like 2 in the morning, and you could just see it like hovering like that over I-95. I'm like, what the fuck? And I remember seeing like FBI type trucks, and it had like a triangle. It was like blacked out suburban type trucks with a triangle in the corner of it, like, you know, just riding past me all the time. Helicopters following me. And I couldn't understand what the fuck was going on everything I love. I couldn't understand what was going on, bro. And the truth is, bro, like, oh, and another thing, yeah. So I'll get back to it. Another way how the devil got me, because I'm thinking like, okay, I need to go to church because I want to speak, and, you know, you gotta, you know, the only way I can speak and show these spiritual gifts that the Most High gave me is to go to church. And another thing, when the Spirit fell upon me, I had like a appetite to read the Word. I had like a strong appetite to read the Word. It was so strong, like I couldn't stop reading. I couldn't stop reading. It was like I just had a strong appetite to read the Word, so I was just reading the Word, and all the Word, everything that I read in the Word, it sat inside of me, and it just was stuck to me, and I just kept reading, and it just stored in me. You know what I'm saying? And it gave me life. Like when it says the Word is life, it's true, bro. Like the Bible is real, bro, when it comes to a lot of things. Even though, you know, we can look at the history of the Bible and say people did this, people did that, but when it come down to it, bro, the Bible real on a lot of things, bro. Especially when it come to prophecy, man. So basically, I'm just light around a whole bunch of darkness, and the goal was to save souls. So I'm going around, preaching the word, telling people, giving people my life experiences, trying to help people. But it's like, they don't hear it. It's like they're dead, like they're spiritually dead. They can't hear it, and they're stuck. And so I used to be like, damn, like it used to discourage me. I used to be like, damn, like, why do you? I used to get mad at Most High. I'm like, okay, well, you told me to, because I want to live my life just how the real prophet Jesus lived his life, you know, and righteousness, cleanness, holiness, walking, giving food to people, and all that stuff. That's how I want to live my life. That's how I strive to live my life. And but it was like, how come people not listening to me? Like, even people in the church, nobody listened to me, and it's like everybody treat me like It's like literally everybody against me, but little did I know that was purposely done. When you find out about gangstalking and targeting individuals and how people get notifications and play these roles and shit, it makes sense, and it's fucked up. It's really fucked up, and so it used to make a lot of sense to me why certain things used to happen the way it used to happen, and it used to just always discourage me. The own pastor that I was at the church with, like, always against me for some reason. You know what I'm saying? And it's like literally everyone. I'm like, what the fuck? It didn't make no sense to me. And I also had, and the more that the enemy got to me and was doing certain things, it made like a pathway for other things to pop back up in my life, which was, my past struggles, you know what I'm saying? Like, far as, masturbation and what else? And loneliness, bro. Loneliness. Always feeling lonely. Like, always feeling lonely. And I slowly, as time went by, I slowly slipped into being a people pleaser because I'm like, damn, my mom against me, my sister against me, my grandma against me. Like, what the fuck is going on? And it was like, man, like, I try to do what's right. I read the word. I do everything I'm supposed to do. I don't step on no toes. I help out as much as I can. I'm always there. Like, why? And just try to get jobs, you know. And some jobs I did get, but they was doing the same thing at the jobs. People not doing their job, and I'm getting blamed for it. And I have to do two people jobs. And if I mess up, it's 10 times worse for me rather than the next person that mess up. And it's overbearing, extra work, and just a whole bunch of shit. And I'm like, bro, like, it's not even worth the money. It's not. It's just so much stuff going on, bro. And all these things is what hurt me and confused me and dropped me low. Little did I know it was the whole city, the whole county, the whole. This is some real deal, top of the pyramid. We got one. He activated. Let's do it on him type shit. And I never thought I was that important to have to, for all this shit to be happening to me. You feel me? But the more you read the word and the more experiences you have and you go through things, the more you realize. And that was one thing that kind of messed me up because I lacked experience in certain things. So at the end of the day, I knew what pain is because my whole background is a lot of pain and misery type shit. So the only people I can kind of relate to is people that have been through a lot of things, as far as pain and suffering goes, and losing a lot of losing loved ones and losing things. But other experiences I lack, and you know I lack knowledge in certain things, and a lot of things played a role against me to how my fall happened. And so and then it just got to a point in my life where I couldn't get no jobs. You feel me? Like, I couldn't get no jobs. And any job I could possibly get, I had to walk miles away, fill out an application, and it's minimum wage, and it's just so much going on. It's so much, man, that I can't put on here. But it's just a lot of things, man. And the people that's closest to me was just, stabbing me, dog, and then just start smoking and just stressed out, started smoking, and then more things and more things and more things, and it just, it's like a domino effect over my life, like a domino effect over my life, and to be successful in this, bro, you gotta be by yourself. But that was one thing I couldn't figure out and understand. But you gotta be by yourself, But the one thing that the Most High wanted me to know at the end of the day is, trusting Him. And I'm never alone, even though it may seem like He's far away and I'm going through all these things. I'm never alone because His Spirit is there with me. But at times, I forsook the Spirit for physical people to be around me because it was just so much oppression and so much things. I ain't had nobody to talk to about things. I can talk to the Most High, but it's like just having that personal experience with people is just another thing. And me losing my dad young, I had a lot of vulnerabilities. I was very vulnerable to a lot of things, especially when it came to like a middle-aged male because well, my dad died at 33, but he would have been in his middle age the time I was older. So it was like a lot of, older people that came into my life that, I looked up to and, it kind of gave me a soft spot for. And, that was another thing he'll use to manipulate me and hurt me, because I ended up, attaching myself to that person and, making that person a companion, even if his plan, his overall plot is to, play this game over my life. And it real deal. The real deal players had its toll on me, man. All of it did. All of it did. And so, time go by, I get mad at the Most High. Who wouldn't get mad, Get mad because you like, be like, all this shit going on. And yeah, it was certain things dealing with myself. I should have trusted in the Most High a lot more, and I should have just buckled down a lot more. But it was just like so much, man, so much. And there's a lot of shit I just couldn't take. But and then when I used to walk and give food and stuff like that, it used to be random people just laying on the sidewalk and stuff like that. Like when I'm walking around, and then when you come back, they're not there. And I'm like, just certain little shit. It used to be like, okay. But then when I found out years later about Gangstalking and the shit they do, I'm like, oh, so they put theory around and they do all this flaw shit and they fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? And even more than that, they hook to your mind. So they know what you're thinking, what you're doing, what you're seeing. All this stuff. So now I know at the end of the day, like when it says, I think in Revelation or somewhere in the word, it says, people will say, who can stand up to the beast? Who can, who's mightier than this beast? Because, this shit is on completely isolation lockdown and it's sold up. And, who's better than this beast? Who can beat this beast? Because look at everything that's going on. But, the words say the battle's not for the swift. It's not for this or what. It's not for that. But it's for the, you have to be strong and then just endure to the end. Those who endure to the end will be saved. But unfortunately, my stupid ass, or my not knowing ass, all the above, I never read the Old Testament until literally after it was too late. I never read the Old Testament. Like I stayed in the New Testament because the church I was in told me, yeah, I stay in the New Testament. We in the new times, all this new stuff. And, I accepted that Christianity religion, and honestly, it helped create my downfall, man. It helped create my downfall because when you read the word, When you read the word and when you go to church, bro, they push off this thing where, oh, we can do what we want, do it thy will, because Christ died for your sins. So basically, do what you want and just say these magic words and it's okay. But no, at the end of the day, that's not how it works. You have to live a strict life of obedience. You know what I'm saying? You have to live a strict life of obedience. But the person that was close to me and assigned to me, you know, he was making me stumble. He was causing me to stumble. You know what the words say, if your left arm or whatever is causing you to sin, cut it off so your whole body won't be in hell. But, I just have this passion and zeal because I was still at that time stuck. And I'm like, I have to go to church to be able to, for people to listen to me, to be heard, I have to go to church. But when you find out all these things, this shit get deep, man. It get real deep. Cause these pastors, they take oaths, man, to be a agent, to do this to participate in this, this harassment program. But it's like when you read things of the enemy in the word and you relate it to what's going on today, it makes a lot of sense, man. And ultimately, a lot of things I didn't know affected me, and that's how we got to this point today. Overall, suffering for the lack of knowledge. Is it my fault that I didn't know things? Yay and nay. Was things hidden from me that I didn't know? Yeah. So it's a lot of things, man. But when I tried to do things, and was I hindered? Was shit purposely in place for a no, and for just to play with you and hold you back and all the little things to yeah. But people just gonna see on the outside, what happened, what it is, rather than the full out story, point for point, what it is. But just when you find out about this program, you just grow to realize that damn, all this shit that be going on to people, it's not the people that's bad people. It's the shit that's operating around them that's fucking with them. You know what I'm saying? And that's the truth. And honestly, this is what I believe. Not every single part in the world this happens at, but for some reason it happens in certain parts. And it's the reason why we got United Nations. And this is some agreement type, on top of the pyramid agreement type shit. The UK do it, over here do it, and I think even in some islands they do it too. But I think personally, this is what I think. I feel like those who overcome, those who still here and overcome, and that's the most purest in their heart, I think those are the ones who are the 144,000. That's amongst, like, I feel like that's amongst, like, the blacks. Because this program is, honestly, to keep it real, yeah, some white people that go through it, but this program is mainly to target black people, bro. I don't give a damn what nobody say. It's mainly to target black people, dog. So, yeah. And then, and I feel like those who just keep it tight and just, continue on and just keep going, I feel like those, and, in the rapture, I feel like people gonna get raptured that's, just stay in a little box and stay doing the norm. But it was just hard for me to be a slave, man. Like, working and doing this and then dealing with all this stuff, and it's just hard for me because I couldn't understand certain things, because I really wanted to do the same thing, Christ did, man. I was just in this box, and I didn't know I didn't even know what the hell was going on. And just to see, people closest to me, but that's just how I go, man. The devil uses people close to you to get to you. And sadly, the devil got to me, and he calls me to be everything that I'm against. So on the outside, when you hear about me, it's gonna seem like, on the outside looking in, people don't fully understand the full story, but just know it was tightly orchestrated and purposely done. And now I'm just a fall guy. So deep inside in me, I may have a heart of gold, very caring and loving, get a shirt off my back for anybody, all these good qualities, which is what, would be that would be appreciated. That's what's inside me. But on the outside, all these things and all these allegations and all these things is on me, and so now it's looking like, and it's my fault. It's my fault for a lot of things. I mean, instead of giving up at times when things got hard, I should have kept going. But I just kind of gave up and folded, man. So I just want to say that, bro. And you can see everything that's going on in this world, bro, when it comes to this COVID shit. With that COVID shit, bro, like, some people just doing that just to, see how people gonna react to, a lockdown. How it's gonna be on the lockdown. They're just trying to, they're just easing their way into what they want to do in the whole. That's about it, man. I just want to mention one thing too. Another thing, familiar spirits. Familiar spirits. Familiar spirits are very real, and I feel like it's a generational thing that knows that follows through your bloodline. And sadly but true, it's a lot of sensual, perverseness comes through black people bloodline, and especially through my bloodline, and that played a role into everything that's going on today in my life. And the Most High gave me a chance to, even though I didn't know anything about certain things, he still gave me that chance to kind of, make things different and to fix myself or whatever the case may be. But, you just have so much love. You have, everlasting love, genuine love. Like, you can hurt me, but I'm gonna still be there regardless. I'm not finna sit there and, bash you, go to the next motherfucker and talk all this shit and this and that. Like, I'm the type of dude where, like, if you hurt me in the type of way and you hurting yourself, I'm gonna be like, okay, I'm gonna lift you up and we gonna work it out and we're gonna make it happen. I don't know. It's like a deep inside me, it's like a leader type, keep going type thing. And I don't really let too much of what people do bother me that much. But it's like when you purposely doing shit, like when you purposely just because of, the bitterness inside of you doing shit, that's when it's like, okay, well, it's a problem. When it comes to me, it's a problem. But other than that, I don't know. And, I may be gullible or sucker, whatever the case may be on the outside, but, So I'm gonna tell people, man, keep going, bro. Endure it to the end, dog. Endure it to the end. Because unfortunately, all this shit going on with me, now I understand now. When Tupac made that song, Shed So Many Tears, when you find out about Gangstalking, how this shit go, and then you hear that song with Shed So Many Tears with Tupac, this man said, though my soul was deleted, I couldn't see it. I had my mind full of demons trying to break free. They planted seeds in their hats, sparking the flame. Inside my mind, such a dirty game. No memories, just a misery. Painting a picture of my enemies, killing me in my sleep. Like, literally, bro. That's what the fuck go on, bro. I'll tell you, because not only do you got the technology working against you, but it's literally spirits on this platform that's working against you, bro. And when they enter you, it's like they plant seeds inside of you. And these seeds, it's like they manipulate your mind. And on top of the weaponry too. All this stuff is to destroy a human, a person, an actual person. And it's deep, and especially if you don't know if you don't know about it, it's deep, bro. And all the enemy wants to do is basically overall weaken your defense system in the spiritual realm, so in the physical it can kill you. And that's the truth. The enemy kind of steal, kill, destroy, all that. That's the truth, bro. So they have to weaken you in the spiritual realm. They have to make you drink. They have to make you smoke. They have to make you, you know, and sadly but true, and these people sign up to, be a demon, bro, and help overthrow the righteous, man. But yeah, that's what's going on, man. That's what's going on. So yeah, man. Just know, man, at the end of the day, if anybody ever see this, if they don't delete my fucking YouTube channel, because I noticed with that dude with Gavin Long, they deleted his channel. They deleted his YouTube channel. His YouTube channel was Cosmos something, and he had another YouTube channel, and they deleted it, bro. So at the end of the day, and the fuck nigga, he got one of my firearms because I sold it to him. So at the end of the day, they can put anything on me, call me a murderer, say I robbed somebody, anything. And I really didn't do it, but hey, nigga with dreads, I'm a nigga with dreads. I got firearms. I'm a threat. I'm speaking truth. I'm exposing truth. I'm a threat. I just pray that the Most High have mercy on me, bro. Cause, bro, all this I went through. Yeah, some things are my fault, but at the root of all things, I went through this because I love the Most High. And it says in Psalms, it says, basically I was made a target for the testimony of the gospel. For just accepting the Most High, I was made a target. So, I just pray the Most High have mercy on me, man. Have mercy on everyone else that's going through all these things. And yeah, that's basically what's going on. Like I said, I defend myself, so hey. But y'all willing, man. This video can get somebody can see these videos on this platform and just learn from it and grow, man. Because how sin work, sin is you're gonna keep continuing the same sin, and it's just gonna get you into another sin, into a bigger sin, until now you in this box. And that's the name of the game. Frame, maintain, box. Tag and trance. Tag you, put dissimulation around you, manipulate you, got you. You know what I'm saying? So everything is used as a weapon. If you ain't a weapon for the enemy, if you ain't used as a weapon for the enemy, then you just, the one that's gonna become victimized by this program. And this shit's so deep, and I can speak so long about it, but some things it take you going through, speaking on it, so the next person can learn from it. And that's the catch-22. That's the harsh reality of life itself. I mean, you have to go through hell to appreciate heaven, man. You have to. You have to. You have to go through things to appreciate other things. So I just say all praise to the Most High. At the end of the day, man, y'all keep to the commandments. Keep the commandments. Matthew 19:17, man. Jesus kept the commandments, man. There's two Jesuses in the Bible. The real Jesus kept the commandments. All right? keep the commandments. It's the reason why these churches and all these things go against the commandments. It go against, it tells you in a new way, Jesus this, Jesus that. Yeah, Jesus was a good man, but he was only good. Well, it's only one that's good, and it says in the word, and that's the Most High. But Jesus was acceptable because he followed the commandments. And he loved the Lord with all his heart, all his mind, all his soul. And you know what else? Love thy neighbor as thyself and all these other things, man. So, all praise to the Most High, man. Y'all witness somebody can learn from this. So, shalom. I'm out, man.